Back, everybody. In the last video, we were talking about formulas, and one thing you saw with formulas was how you can take a formula and drag it down to copy it into other cells. And you saw that when you do this and you copy it into the cells, just let me switch here with Control tilde, you saw what it did was C3 became 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It kept changing the names of the cells for you like you would expect it to. Okay. Sometimes, though, that can create a problem, and I just want to show you a simple example of when that could create a problem. I'm going to go back to our little price cost tax thing we did here. And remember, we had a tax rate, and we set our tax rate when we did our equation. We said the tax rate would be 0.1, 10%, right, for all of them. When people make spreadsheets, sometimes what they want to do is they want to make the spreadsheet flexible so that it's reusable in the future. What happens to this spreadsheet if the tax changes to 12%? Well, you might say, go back and just change all the 0.1s to 0.12. True, but if there's a lot of cells, that can be a lot of work, and this work can be avoided. Let me show you how. Over here, I'm going to write a tax rate in cell I2, and I'm going to say the tax rate is 0.12. Okay, that's for 12%. If you want to see it as a percent, hit percent here. Okay. Now, I'm going to change my equation for tax. Okay, so I'm going to click in there. And instead of saying it's D3 times 0.10, I'm going to say it's D3 times I2. So notice it's telling me it's 240 bucks. It's grabbing that 12% value. And it's working. So when I hit enter, it works. I can fill down. Now here's where the problem is going to lie, right? This line works beautifully, but watch what happens when I do a fill down. I'm not sure if you can guess what's going to happen, but something didn't quite work out here. Well, what didn't work out? Let's go take a look. I'm going to Control tilde and just look at the formulas. It took my I2 and it made it I3. Just like it changed these ones and it advanced them as we went down rows, it did the same thing to my I2 over here. Well, when you take this one and go below it, there is no 12, and below it, there's no 12, and below it, there's no 12. So these are all registering as 0. Well, there must be an easy, quick way to fix this, and of course there is, and it's called absolute references. So in the previous video, I had mentioned relative and absolute. Here's what absolute is. An absolute reference is where you say, please don't do this. It must always be I2. So even when I fill down, keep that as I2 all the time. So here's how we do that. Let's Control tilde back out of here. I'm going to go back and edit my equation. And it's super easy. All you do is you put a $ in front of each value. So $I, $2 means absolutely you never change that. So if you're going to do a drag down fill, do not change the I and the 2. And you can see now that that cell is fixed, let me drag it down. Boom. And you'll see, like if I jump to this last cell here, it's still I2 because it's an absolute reference. And you can probably guess why they call it absolute. It means absolutely that value stays the same. It does not change relative to which row it's on. And that's why they call it relative and absolute. Anyways, that's not bad. And you can see now if the rate changes, oh no, we go up to 15%, the whole spreadsheet automatically changes. You don't have to go in and do anything else. So when you can do this, you do it. Thanks for watching. That's absolute references.